Hey everyone, this is Ray from Smith Government Consulting doing my first ever video for my website and for LinkedIn. Back in January of this year, I started writing one article every month, and it's been a really neat experience for me to get back into writing a little bit and sharing some of my thoughts on doing business with GSA, government contracting, and just business in general. Last month, I did an article about Thanksgiving, and I decided that I was going to be a little bit more personal and do a video for December. I think it's easy to look at LinkedIn and say, well, this is a business platform, right? It's professional. Why do something personal? And I think the answer is pretty simple for me. And it's when you do business with people, it's people. It's not a faceless name. There's an actual person on the other end of that phone call, that text message, or that email. Someone who has a family, someone who has loved ones, someone who has experiences. And I think it's important to remember business is still personal. It's important to remember that. So I want to share my favorite Christmas memory. To do that, I just need to explain that when I was 8 years old, I was adopted. Before that, I was in a lot of different situations, some with my biological father's side of the family, different foster homes, a lot of just really unpleasant home situations. So when I was 8, I was adopted into a new family, and it was really great. I got to keep in touch with one member of my biological mother's side of the family. And unfortunately, she led me to believe a lot of lies about that part of my family. It took until I was about 14, maybe 15 years old, where she called me and said, "Hey, would you like to meet the rest of your family?" And I was kind of taken back of why I believed all these horrible things about them. And she slowly started to tell me, well, no, I lied about that. So that Christmas is my favorite Christmas memory. I walked into my grandparents' house Christmas morning and felt something truly magical. There's this feeling of being loved, being welcomed, and just being accepted as part of the family, even though I hadn't seen most of these people in really probably almost 15 years at that point. I haven't seen most of them since I was a little baby. And it was just really cool. As I walked around my grandparents' house, there were so many reminders that they never forgot about me. They always held out hope that they would see me again one day. Specifically, I looked on their wall and saw the pictures of all their grandchildren, and they had my baby picture still on the wall with all these pictures reminding me they never forgot. So that's my favorite Christmas memory. I'm not saying that I never was accepted by my adopted family, because I was, and I never had a holiday with them where I didn't feel part of the family, but this day was just different, totally different. And I'm proud to say today that this is a family that I still get to stay in touch with. My wife, my children, and I are going to see them on Christmas before we go to my wife's family. We're involved in each other's lives, and it was the start of something really, really neat. And it all stemmed from that one Christmas. And it's where I started to realize, you know, Christmas isn't about the gifts under the tree. It's about being present with people. And it's easy to lose sight of that this time of year. Things get busy. We're caught up in do we finish our Christmas shopping? What kind of sales do we have left at work? My encouragement is this time of year, if you can, consider closing your computer a little bit early. Go home, enjoy time with your family, your spouse, your children, and just be present with them. It's something that they will never forget, that you were present. So that said, Christmas is a week away. So Merry Christmas, God bless you, and have a great New Year.